Let's move on to the ladies of IVE. IVE are a 6-member girl group. They debuted in 2021 under Starship Entertainment. I've been reviewing IVE since their debut. New EP is called Ivemine, Mine. They gave us 6 songs. They released a few songs. It's funny, a lot of K-pop groups now are releasing a few songs, and then the third single is like the lead single. If you don't know, it used to be you didn't hear any songs till the day the comeback dropped. And that was it. There was one single, comeback drops, that's it. That's the push. Now this feels like a little bit more of a Western way to do an album rollout. I don't have a preference either way. It's just interesting. But the official album single for this IVE release is called Baddie. Okay, this one was interesting. This one was interesting because it's definitely a harder kind of I'm a baddie, a different vibe for the IVE ladies. But I'm not mad at it. I think that they can do this. And I think that IVE can do a song like this because they've kind of been in the middle. From debut, they weren't the super cutesy, super innocent, but they also weren't, the bitchy bad girls. They were in the middle. IVE's kind of skated in the middle. So they're able to go on either side. And I don't think the fans or listeners will reject it. So I don't think Baddie was like, what? I can't believe this. For me, I was like, all right, I get it. It's similar to a lot of what's out right now. Not a bad thing. Hard to live up to those previous singles. When I think about I've think about like After Like and Love Dive. This group has some bangers. They've got big hits. But I liked this one. I think this one works. The verses for me were more interesting. I liked the singing, the lower notes, and that specific tempo. It really works well for Yujin and Wonyoung. Shout out to Wonyoung. I think on this whole project, the whole album, she has come a really long way vocally. There's been a lot of improvement there. She sounds great on this project. So those two really worked in the verses. Ray's flow as a rapper is definitely the best in the group. And I thought she did a good job on this. The na-na-nas, there's this subtle kind of na-na-na that's like softer in the background. I like that melody. I think that really works. And it's interesting in this kind of like badass, I'm a baddie rap type song to put that in there. There's something really nice and different with the music here that makes this song stand out a little bit from the rest of the girl groups doing this vibe, because this is clearly the vibe that a lot of girls are chasing right now. Last week I reviewed Idol, I Want That, which was so reminiscent of La Seraphim. I think about XG, they have this vibe. There's a whole vibe right now with this style. Obviously aespa's been doing it since they debuted. Musically their sound is a little different, but there's a whole kind of shift from innocent cutesy girls to like I'm a baddie. It always goes in cycles, and we're in the baddie cycle. I'm not mad at it. This song worked. I think it's totally fine. I will say I liked one of the other singles better. But first I want to talk about the music video because I thought the song was fine, but the music video is fantastic. This music video is so fun because it starts off with like all these news reports that cat humans are ruining society. There's this huge like issue in the world of cat humans. And you see these giant cats, like when they're doing their choreography, these giant cats are walking in the background, like stalking everyone, playing and jumping up and down. I could not stop laughing. The visuals are so perfect and so funny. I love it. And then you see like the girls are inside the cat. They're the ones that are like terrorizing humanity with these big, cute cats. It's really funny. It's creative. It totally works. I loved this music video. They're like, IVE are little menaces, and it's fun. It's a fun music video. We need this. Everything doesn't have to be so serious. I loved it. I like the transitions, the way that this was shot, the editing, the transitions in this music video. It feels very young and very fresh. So I love this. I think this is really well done. The styling works. The choreography looked great, although I would have liked to see more of it. We don't get to see a lot of choreography in this music video. So more choreography would be my note, selfishly, because I loved this video though. The Baddie music video, love it. But of the three singles released, like I said, this wasn't my favorite. So I want to talk about the rest of the EP. My standout songs on the EP were Either Way and Holy Moly. So Either Way was released previously, and I loved the music video and I loved the song. It's kind of this mid-tempo ballad. It showcases their vocals a lot more. I think it puts their talent kind of forefront. The music video, so pretty. They look so pretty. There's really interesting elements, like bruises covered with glitter, and there's a lot happening that makes you think for a second. But then there's also just beautiful shots. There's these moments where it goes black and white and it's just portraits of their faces, and they all look great. I thought that was really stunning. I like the lyrics of this song, like Either Way, I'm good. It's kind of a song about struggling, and it doesn't matter. I'm good. Either way, I'm good. It's like it is what it is. It's all good. But it also touches on how multifaceted people are. That you can be this and also be this. And either way, it's good and I'm good. And like, I think there's a lot of meaning behind this song and there's a lot you can take from it. It's really well done. I love that message. It's just a different way to kind of look at things and also kind of celebrate, like, yeah, I might be that, but I'm also this. And either way, I'm good. I accept myself. I love myself. There's a lot happening here. And I loved it. And musically, I just think it's a beautiful song. Holy Moly. Holy Moly is another interesting one. They've got great production. IVE has really great production. I'm not surprised because they're on Starship. Monsta X, one of my favorite groups, is on Starship. So I love their stuff. I think musically their stuff is a top tier of K-pop. So I'm not surprised that IVE also has really good songwriting and producers. On Holy Moly, you have this like harmonica sound that starts things off. And then there's this bare vocals with like, is that a trombone? It sounds like a muffled trombone. If it's maybe even a trumpet, it's this muffled horn that contributes to the beat. It's so interesting. And I love the harmonies that come in on the verse, the melody in that chorus. This is an interesting one. And then the kind of end of the chorus, it drops down to this like singing rap part that's in sync with the beat. This is just a cool, different song. It really stood out to me. I think this album showcases them in a great light. They've all grown. The singing's great. The rapping is good. There's a lot happening and it all works. And it's a little bit more sophisticated musically. There's some interesting elements here. So I'm a fan of this. I think this is a very successful comeback. If you don't know, IVE is massive in Korea. They're really, really popular. The fans have to be happy with this release. This is a good release. I liked it. Biases. I got to talk about my biases. In this group, I always kind of go back and forth. But really, it's Yujin and then Wonyoung is Wrecker. So those are my biases and Wreckers. I think Yujin has such a presence about her. I love her voice. I think she's vocally my favorite in the group. But there's a lot of talent here. And I think what makes this group interesting is they have different looks, different personalities. There's a girl that you're going to relate to or you're going to like more than the others, right? Like it's Spice Girls. It's kind of breaking them up into very different looks and personalities. I like it. And then they cohesively come together as a group. I think this concept works really well. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan. This was a great comeback. It's time for my rankings of the 6 songs on Ivemine, the new EP from IVE. These are my least favorite to my favorite. This was a good project. So there's not a bad song on the whole project, just my personal taste. Number 6, OTT. Number 5, Baddie. Number 4, Payback. My number 3 song was Off the Record. My number 2 song is Holy Moly. And my number 1 song off this IVE release, Either Way. Either way, I'm good. Either way, I'm cool. Love the song. I like this release a lot. Check out that music video. It's a great music video. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, congratulations to IVE. This was good. This was a really good comeback. They've done themselves proud, and I think fans have to be happy with this one.